Hi everybody, I'm Sauk Valley Media Assistant Sports Editor Christopher Heimerman. With me as always is my wife Kayla.
Hello.
It's the latest edition of the video feature of our blog, The Soul Goal. And hey, welcome to spring, really summertime as a matter of fact. It officially turned spring a couple days ago, but you know as well as we do, really, I mean, this is summer weather. Everything's coming to life, and it's grilling season, and unfortunately it also brings up a season where you need to be smart about the way that you go about your runs. We had a 12-mile run today in training for the Wisconsin Marathon that's all of about 5 weeks away now, and today we kind of ran in the thick of it a little bit. We got up at 9, got out somewhat early, so it wasn't quite as bad as the mid-afternoon like it is now, but a few days ago we actually got up at 5:30 in the morning and did a 10-miler.
Yeah.
And I think you have to be smart. You've got to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it's important to, weigh the weather as much as you weigh how you feel and what you're going to wear and all that kind of stuff. Wednesday, like Chris said, we had a 10-miler on the docket, and we knew that it wouldn't be a good idea to run in the evening or in the afternoon when I got home from work because it was going to be 75, almost 80 degrees outside. And that's not safe for us, for the dog, for anybody really. I mean, it just drains you so much faster. So we decided, well, if we're gonna get this run out of the way, we got to get up early and do it before we got to go to work. And so that meant getting up at 5:30, eating something, and getting out the door by 6.
Yeah, and I got home from work at about 1:30 or so. I got into bed at about 2, so I was coming off, like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And it just goes to show. I mean, I'm not trying to pat myself in the back too much, but you can do it. Make sure when the alarm goes off the first time that you hit it and you get up. No snooze is allowed. I'm not a morning person by any stretch of the imagination, but we were able to get it done, and my goodness, that sense of gratification that comes when you get in 10 miles and the world is just first enjoying its cup of coffee and getting ready to go to work.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. It was pretty cool. Something we hadn't really done much of at all in the last few years of running at all, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a feather in your cap, and it carries you through your day. I mean, you might have some aches and pains, but
sure.
One of my favorite things about running is for me, it's my cup of coffee. After I go out for a run, after I get back, it just creates a whole lot of energy that can carry you through your day. So, just some pieces of advice in terms of dealing with the heat. Always dress appropriately. Like I mentioned in one of the earlier blogs, be sure to read them all at saukvalley.com. You can go to runnersworld.com. And they've actually got an app on there. Just go into the little search field and just punch in what to wear, and it'll take you to their app where you punch in the conditions, whether it's overcast, the temperature, whether it's windy, and it'll literally tell you what you should wear when you go for a run. You can even pick whether you want to be hot while you're out there or if you prefer to be cool. So use that. Hydrate. I mean, come on. I know that's obvious, but you've got to hydrate. Even last night, we went out for a little while last night, and before we went to bed, made sure that we got a couple glasses of water in us, and then this morning had a couple of glasses of water before we got out there. And then, of course, Kayla, our resident superhero, has her utility belt complete with her little Gatorade bottles, so we take those out with us too. And hydration is a tricky subject because you don't want to get up in the morning and just chug a gallon of water and go out and run. Your body's going to hate you for it. Hydration is an ongoing process. And not just in the realm of running, you will be a much happier and healthier person if you drink anywhere from 60 to 80 fluid ounces of water every day. Just if you're at work, make sure you got some water there. If you're home watching TV, have some water. It's really a building.
It's the best thing for your body.
It's the best thing for your body. Yes.
The other thing that we were going to cover today and mention, with talking about taking precautions for running and thinking about things is, all the apps in the world are great and all the technical gear you can buy is great, but one of the easiest things to think about is if the weather says that it's supposed to be 65 degrees outside, by the time you're about 2 or 3 miles into your run, it's going to feel about 20 degrees warmer. It's
a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, and that's true with running in the cold as well. Your body naturally heats you as you exert yourself. Mm-hmm. So if it's 32 degrees outside, well, just dress for the fact that you're probably going to feel like it's more like 50 by the time you get going.
Yeah.
in the summertime, if it's 70, that sounds like perfect running weather. Boom, you start running for a few miles, and all of a sudden it feels like it's 90.
Yeah.
And that's just something you need to keep in mind as you're dressing yourself. That's what Runner's World does help do too. But it's a testament to just how long you think you can last out in that kind of heat too. And
but don't let your ego get in the way either. I mean, don't think that it's healthy to push yourself too hard. Be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Even this morning, when we woke up, Kayla was like, "Boy, it feels a little bit cool outside," and I told her it might feel a little cool, but sure enough, we got through about a mile and a half, and we were both nice and glazed over. We were sweating pretty well out there. So, summer weather. Awesome for running, obviously, but be smart about it. Get up early, seize the opportunity before it gets too hot. The other thing, too, is, you can go running, later in the evenings or at night. Anytime that you're running before the sun is all the way up, though, or after the sun sets, make sure that you've got something reflective on you for your safety and so that people see you while you're crossing intersections.
Or run with somebody so you have another spot of eyes, too.
Run with somebody. So that'll wrap up this edition of the video. Check out a new blog post coming up, and hang with us. Like I said, we're only about 5 miles away from the marathon.
We're in the home stretch, I think.
Yeah, we'll call it that. Great checking in with you folks. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye.